Oh! What the hell? We already know the point when in regards to everything here. Event here. Just going to try to complete it. I could probably just grind some flux before the event is over. But I'm almost done on Xbox, so I don't know if I have the... I should have the time. I don't know. I'm going to see. I'm going to see everything. How I pull out everything. I probably might not even do flux farming because considering the amount of dungeons that I've been going on like this. Hold on. Hey. But yeah, I also, by the way, I woke up not that long ago, so I'm going to sound very tired. Let me just do the usual thing. Changes. I need to put this playlist. I forgot to put in the last one also. Oh, god damn it. That was my B. Let me just put it on playlist. Save. There we go. Let me go back here. If anyone's here, I doubt it because there's going to be a late night. It's more for everyone who's just watching the VOD. There's more a stream for those who are just watching the VOD. Today I will be going as hard essentially as possible in terms of just grinding the Valor coins, because that's going to be essentially today's live stream. Today's live stream is all about grinding the Valor coin. They've increased the drop chance just a couple of hours ago, as of the time I'm making this. So they increased the drop chance. Now they're pretty much guaranteed on every single 3 stars, so it should be much easier to actually complete this event. And yeah, so that's going to be the whole entirety of the live stream. I'll see if I can complete this very easily on Xbox. And goddammit, I forgot that I was in this world for a little while. Let me just reset. And I'm back here. So yes, I will, for the most part, I will try to just stay quiet and just complete this as fast as possible. Like I just mentioned, I just woke up. And I want to just get this over and done with really quickly. So essentially what I was doing, I was just strictly going for 3s. That's essentially what all of the things that I was doing yesterday. I did it off stream. I grinded quite a lot off stream. I was ignoring literally all 1 stars and everything. I only focus on 3s, even in 5s. Like in 5 stars, I was just focusing on 3 stars and then get out like this. Because I don't care too much about the rewards inside 5 stars. I only care about the Valor coins, and that's essentially what I was doing. So yeah, I essentially for sure I will be trying to go as hard on the paint as I can. So I will try not to slow down. I'll probably just end up slowing down. I'm still kind of tired. So I will not be able to actually just move really quickly. So anyways, that's essentially going to be everything. I was going to do the live stream for the Spanish sided thing, just asking questions, but this event just took way too long to actually just get to get anything done. So I essentially had to postpone that. But if I complete this event, hopefully today in this live stream, I should be able to at least do a Spanish live stream for PTS for those who want more information over the update. I also need to record on the crystal gems. Got a lot of works ahead of for me, so. So just enjoy this U8, by the way. For those who are wondering. It really doesn't matter which portal you're doing. Skrusko should have kept wash. But yeah, as you can tell, they drop pretty much guaranteed. The drop chances are pretty much just guaranteed right now. And that's the thing that it used to not be. It used to not be the case. It used to be just really ridiculously difficult to actually get. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Honestly, I didn't expect anyone to come by and drop by. So anyone who's just joining in, really appreciate it. Let's just make a stream just to say so people can just watch it later on VODs if they want. But yeah, that's essentially going to be the reason for the most part why I'm doing this at this hour, and also because I wanted to complete this event. And what better way to complete this event than just doing it on stream? So I mean, this is a thing that people ask me, why don't I do streams of me just grinding? I'm like, bruh, do people really want me to just grind? Do people really want me to just sit down, grind like this? I mean, sure, I don't mind, but it's like so weird. It's odd. This is generally. Oh, I try to just share as much as I do off stream. Here on stream nowadays. You know, if I am grinding or if I'm doing an event or if I'm doing any niche stuff. Oh, that's a 3. I will be just doing just that. Just grinding essentially everything and doing most of the stuff I feel is interested to stream. So yeah. Have I seen the new update? Sunrise, you mean? Of course, I've been covering Sunrise for ever since it came out on the test server. There's already a couple of streams of me just going over the test server and all of the things in the new update. If it weren't for this event, probably I would be there. Essentially. Yeah, speaking of that, I need to just. I mean, this event, literally. I knew it was coming, but at the same time, Obviously, it took so much time out of me, so I should not be able to. What is it like? I Dude, I just got the biggest brain fart. What the hell? What the hell? But yeah, I was just going to say that I was going to record the whole gems thing in regards to the crystal gems. Well, I did record it, but I'm going to make a new one because there has been a passion that needs to be talked to as well. So I will be going back into the recording, going back all over again and just making the whole video in a similar style that I make the Solarian class, which is just going to be mainly live commentary, nothing too ridiculous and in terms of like editing and production and such. Because stuff like that needs to be just dropped down as fast as possible. So production is going to be somewhat lower than usual. Obviously. The Solarian video was pretty rushed. I will admit that. A lot of people really liked it, which surprisingly is one of my more popular videos, obviously because of the topic. But that video was so rushed, I just ZM'd it, bro. And do they require crystalline core? No, they do not. The requirements for crystal gems is from level 1 to level 25 on crystal gems. It's exactly the same as stellar. They pretty much just cost almost exactly the same thing. So crystal gems from 1 to 25 is exactly just like stellar but with higher stats. From 25 to 30 or 26 to 30, I should say, they do require a new resource called a gem spark. The gem spark, there's 4 different gem sparks, which is depending on the color. Obviously, air gem spark, fire gem spark, water gem spark, and cosmic gem sparks. And those gem sparks are gotten from loot collecting crystal gems or crafting it in the adventures crafting table for 35,000. Where the hell am I going? For 35,000 gem dust of that color. Luckily, crystal, loot collecting crystal gems is going to grant you so much ridiculous gem sparks. You can get 1 gem spark per crystal gem, but if you level it up to this, on the same thing that you do to increase the amount of gem dust that you do get with stellar gems, you know, normally you increase the gem to level 15 so you can get more gem dust. In the case of crystal gems, you level it up to level 21 to get 16 gem sparks, and 16 gem sparks is a lot. If we're talking about crafting, 16 gem spark is the equivalent of, how much is it, like 600,000 gem dust or something ridiculous. Obviously you cannot loot collect gem sparks, but that's the equivalent if you were to craft it. So it's so good. It's actually really good. It doesn't cost too much gem dust. And gem dust is also pretty easy on Uber 11. The only problem is Uber 11 is difficult as hell. But what is it like? Uber 11 grants you so much gem dust because all of the gems are stellar or crystal. Like common and uncommon gems are stellar gems. It is absolutely ridiculous that you get so much gem dust. It's not even funny. You can also upgrade stellar level 25 gems into crystal level 25 as well. Yeah, perfect timing. But yes, you can convert stellar gems As long as it is level 25 to crystal, using a crystal gem converter, and once you do convert it, it's just going to be exactly the same gem, but instead of stellar, it's going to be crystal. It's going to have the same percentages, the same everything. The only thing is it's going to have higher stats, obviously because it's crystal. And obviously the other thing is that you don't have to level up a gem for level 1 once again. It's going to be level 25. In my eyes, from what I could tell right now in the current system, leveling up crystal gems to level 25 is only good if you don't have fully augmented gems. Like if you're one of the few persons that actually do have a fully perfect set of gems that is 100% or close to fully augmentation, that's the only time that I will just say, hey, just use the gem converter. If not, then it's best for you to actually just find crystal and level them up to level 25. Because even level 20 gems, pretty much, even level 20 crystal gems are going to be way stronger than stellar at level 25. And level 20 crystal gems is super easy to get. So it all depends. That's currently where the system is at. The crystal gem conversion is only going to be good for mostly for empower gen. That is the first thing that I will recommend anyone to do. In terms of like converting their stellars into crystal is empower gens first. Focus always, like if you have a limited amount of resources to get a couple of gems, always focus on your empower gems, and then empower gen, class gen, and then lesser gems. Lesser gems are the one that you can easily grind them back, and in some cases it's worth more so than just increasing the stellar into crystal, because the amount of resources that it costs to actually craft a crystal gem converter is ridiculous. And aside from that, the 15,000 qubits is not something that everyone has. Like for me, it's no problem. Like for me personally, like I got 2 mil qubits, so I got plenty of them to go at it. Oh my god, they're downstairs. This dungeon is so bad. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? I don't care about you. And there we go. What do you mean no new gems? If you're talking about, I mean, on the test server, crystal gems are available right there, so you can check. There are new gems. Those crystal gems are technically just new. It's new rarity, but not new gem color, if that's what you mean. It's just the same it's the same 4 types of gems. Fire, water, air, cosmic. So no, it's the same gems. It's the same gems, but just with 1 higher rarity. So just imagine the same gems, but they can now go upwards to level 30. It's exactly the same gems, same abilities, same everything. Just they can now go upwards to level 30. That's it. Hey, how's it going? Hey, dímelo. Dímelo. Best way to find farm binding darkness, go to Dells. Every single creature in Dells has a chance to actually drop in a binding darkness. So that's probably the best way to actually get them. Spanish stream when? I'm planning to do a Spanish stream later today, but only on Twitch. So I'll probably just notify anyways on Discord. So there was going to be a solo Spanish stream because I need to explain everything on the update for everyone that speaks Spanish, obviously because I'm part of a Spanish club on Xbox. Well, it's not a Spanish club, but most of the people there speak Spanish, and I'm pretty sure they are curious on everything related to the update. I'm pretty sure there are some people curious in the Spanish side of things in regards to the update. So I will try to do a Spanish stream, hopefully later today. I was going to do it yesterday, but this event, like with the drop rates on Valor, because they were just disgusting. They were super low, so yeah, that was bad. It was so bad. Alright, where's the boss? Where's the boss? Where's the boss? This one. So yeah, this is pretty much how I was going at this speed. If I just keep quiet, like I will go like at the same speed that I was just going into this 5-star. Obviously, when I was streaming, I usually am just more distracted. But yeah, I was actually just going really hard right there. There's the boss. I knew. I think that's the same. Yeah, that's the same dungeon. I went back. Gee. I think that was a stellar. Oh well, who cares? Okay, that's both bosses. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I don't mind as long as they, if I'm being honest, as long as it doesn't hamper my grind, I will be selfish in that regard. I'm pretty happy. I don't care. Because believe it or not, people might think that I have always like someone just follow me around or whatever, or people joining in on me. I actually am always playing solo when it comes to this game, which is honestly that's for the most part what I prefer. And even if people are just joining in on me, like I had so many people just say, "Oh yeah, you run way too fast," and they just immediately leave. Like, bro. Okay, sure. You know, been getting this 5-star quite a lot. Oops, miss. We're getting this 5-star. Damn, 5-star here, 5-star there. Look at the clothes. Oh, this too. That's crazy. That sucks. Always scamming and begging. That's actually rough. But this dungeon without any boss finder is rough. Okay, nothing here. There's one. It would have been nice if there was like an indication of where the boss is going to spawn or something like that. Could be like something like a block that indicates, oh yeah, this room has a boss. Kill it. Oh. Yes, I will do so. Do I need to keep your gens focused in case there's a decrease with 5 more levels? They're not going to, essentially they're not going to decrease in terms of percentages. Like if you're wondering in regards to Stellar to Crystal Gem Converter, Stellar, if you have, let's just say 100% on all 3 stats on your gem level 25, if you do convert it into Crystal, it's going to keep 100% stats. With the same roll. It's the same gem, but it's just going to get 5 more levels. Like nothing is going to go down, nothing is going to change. It's the same gem, but with 5 more levels. That's it. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and just say yes or no because it's still on the test server, it's still subject to change, and again, it's too early to tell. Yeah, and more stats, that too. It's going to be the same gem with more stats, but same percentages, same everything. It's just higher power rank, higher stats. Those are the 2 bosses. Okay. Hold on. I just complete this. Who's the best boss killer in PC at the moment? That would go, if we're going potential, like potentially the highest as of right now is Pirate Captain. Pirate Captain has the potential highest. The most consistent boss killer is Shadow Hunter, if I do recall correctly. I don't remember who are the best or worst or whatever. Definitely for sure, Shadow Hunter has the most consistency in killing bosses because it's much easier to maintain the high DPS, versus the Pirate Captain has the highest potential, but it's much more difficult to maintain that DPS. if that makes any sense. How do you get the crystal gem converter? There are two ways that you can obtain the crystal gem converter. Number one, you can just buy it out of the store. Currently, right now, the prices are going to be 15,000 qubits or 1,500 credits. Those are the two ways that you can just obtain that from the store. The other way is crafting it. Go into the Adventures crafting table and craft it right there. The materials I don't remember from the top of my head, but they can be somewhat expensive, to say the least. And it requires a lot of gem sparks, so you need to get crystal gems in the first place to actually just start and attempting crafting the crystal gem converter. So let's see, 4 entrances, not only 2. So but yeah, that's how you obtain crystal gem converters. They're not too difficult, but they are definitely not the easiest one either. I thought that was a boss. I'm going to that 3. I forgot to... I will go into that 3-star. Where's my position in the Trove Mastery leaderboard? Probably in like 12 right now, 12, 14, I don't know. It keeps changing because of this event, but I'm going to, if I'm going to put a wild guess, I will probably say 12. Let's see. 14. Close. 14. That could easily change because I do have the Valor coins for at least the mount, but that's also going to change throughout the whole week. Speaking of which, how much coin do I have? Let me kill this world boss. In this dungeon, why not? Okay. How much coin? 154. Need like 40 more. Damn, that long ago. Gee. Hay varios que son altos. Some of them. Some of them who I know. Actually, fun fact, like... let's see. The one who is at 10th, she's also from Puerto Rico. Well, she's not necessarily from Puerto Rico. Well, she is from, but doesn't live in Puerto Rico. O sea, es boricua, pero no vive. I can just see, where is it? Dude. Well, friendlies are just bugged, but I know of certain other players who are just really high up there in mastery that are also boricuas. Do talk to them from time to time. But at least myself and Johnny are the only two that are close to max out. Close if not maxed out. She is maxed out actually. She was in top mastery. Like top like with everything in the game. Yeah. I guess of right now that I do believe in the 850s that I know of that live in Puerto Rico. Myself, John, and I do believe no. I was about to say the third one as well, but no, I don't think he's 850. I think he's like 840. No, Prime 53. Woohoo! But I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I don't know how to control my movement speed. What the hell? Range. Did I even complete this 5? Let's see. No, I did not. Nice. I know of a lot of people that actually are from Puerto Rico but stopped playing the game entirely. Yeah, a lot, way too many actually. So yeah, you get Valor credit for 3-star. Yes, all 3-star objectives. Shadow Towers. Shadow Tower 3-star bosses in 5-star and 3-star bosses in 3 stars, of course. But yes, the drop chances were extremely low, by the way. But they got fixed on every platform but Switch. Switch as of right now still hasn't gotten the patch, if I do recall correctly. I believe Switch has not gotten the patch or the hotfix. Had to double check on that one. Well, not me because I don't have a Switch, but yeah. There are some Spanish people on the YouTube side of thing for Trove, but and they are not from Puerto Rico. They're obviously from Spain, Mexico, or other areas like that. The reason I don't do it, I don't go and start doing videos in Spanish is video making takes so much of my time, way too much. So unless I just go full workaholic and just focus 100% on video editing and pretty much essentially just stop playing the game, and that is something that I cannot do. Unless I do extremely basic stuff with barely any editing and just make a new channel for it, but still it's going to take a whole long while for me. Because I here's the thing, the things when it comes to making a video, it takes so long I can actually just show you a screenshot, not a screenshot, but how does a video look. Like the last video, the one that I did on Solarian, is 25 minutes long, but the recording itself is 32 minutes long. So I cut down upwards of 7 minutes worth of footage just by doing random cuts, like little mistakes or errors and such. Like I cut down over 7 minutes of footage essentially with the amount of cuts that I put in that video. That video I felt like it was kind of rushed, and it still took like 6-7 hours to make. It was a long video, obviously it's going to take a while to make. But if you look, for example, my speed farming video, you know, that video has a lot of, what is it, like a lot more production into that video. That video took me 21 hours to make. Entirely. So that's pretty much the reason why I don't upload every single day, because those videos do take me many hours to make, and I do them in just a couple of days. And I've been just, you know, editing videos for Trove for the past, what, 4 years, almost 4 years. I don't know if I've already just gotten essentially the 4-year anniversary of me just coming back from YouTube, but yeah, so almost 4 years, let's just say that. And not to mention that I used to do the video editing back 12 years ago, so I got plenty of more years of experience. So it takes a while. Actually, just to answer the question, by the way, Rampage usually come at the same... I just say Rampage just come out randomly, unless it is a Friday. Friday, that's when they do come out on the half an hour rather than the hour mark. Usually Rampage just... I don't know like the exact time when Rampage do come out, so I keep going back and forth every single hour. Unless it's a Friday, then you can just check in the half an hour. But yeah. Like I can make, once again, I can make all of those videos if I focus 100% solely on them, but I mean, at that point I wouldn't have time for me to even test out anything, to grind anything, to do the event, to do anything just related to, you know, aside of making these videos. And trust me, it's going to sound very selfish, but I don't get paid enough for that, to do all of that. Like, I barely even get paid, so I don't know why the hell I'm even just saying that. I should be very close to finishing up everything on this event and getting every single item, because I do believe I needed 200 coins for everything. 200 coins. Because if I do recall correctly, it's like 245 for everything. $244, $245, I don't remember. Let's see. 177. I need 200, essentially. Because is that is if I want the tradable stuff as well. Like if I want all the tradable stuff, yeah. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. For me, nothing much. Just completing the whole, finishing up everything in the event on my main account on Xbox, and then just trying to go back into PC. They drop pretty much 100% of the time. That's the Valor coin increase. They always drop rather than just being a chance. They now always drop on 3 stars. Because the thing is, it was the, you know, the tree saplings that's just been going on. Those were actually just taking over the actual drop chances on Valor coins. So instead of getting both Valor coins and the tree sapling, it was either or. So that's why the chances were, they felt so low. It was because of the stupid tree saplings. It was pretty funny, but no well. And now the tree saplings now drop only on 1 stars, and Valor coins are on 3 stars. And that's it. And full inventory, you. The tree saplings are for a community event. If you plant, well, if the whole community across all platforms plants 1 million of those tree saplings, they can be planted on Club Worlds or on, what is it, on Cornerstones? And they don't take like space for gardening, by the way. And if the whole community plants 1 million, everyone gets a mount. And this event will last till July the 5th, if I do recall correctly. So yeah, it's just for a community event. It's just to help out the... I do believe it is for a cause. I don't remember what cause it is, but yeah. We plant 1 mil of those plants across all players in the community, and we get a mount. They already showcased all of those things on the latest developer live stream. I do believe they showcased... Was it in the beginning or towards the end? I don't remember if it was the beginning or the end of that live stream. Oops. And there's the Expo app being Expo app. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. Hold on. Oh, I already killed this boss. Let me just stay all the way up here. I usually just watch the developers live, but because that's where they usually drop teasers and stuff on stuff that they're working on. That's how they tease the PTS. They tease the PTS because on that live stream. It's like, oh yeah, there's going to be an update dropping on PTS later today. And everyone was just going crazy, and then all of a sudden they just dropped the patch notes. Oh yeah, here it is. I found it funny because if you actually see that live stream, it's like they made it sound like it wasn't like a big update. Like they made it sound like, oh yeah, we're working on some numbers here, and now we're going to open up the test server just to check on some numbers. And at first I was like, oh yeah, so they're probably just going to drop in, you know, little stuff, little quality of life stuff that, you know, that they might be working on in the future. Cool, sure. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, here's the little stuff, boom. Trove Sunrise, Crystal Gems, Uber 11, like, sure, okay, nice. New class, like, what the hell is going on? Like, okay, sure. Like, it felt so out of nowhere. Like, at first I was like, okay, so I'll check the test server later on. And then all of a sudden, I just start seeing, where the hell am I going? Jesus. Middle of a goddamn mountain. And then I just start seeing people, oh, talking about crystal gems. Or how to upgrade crystal gems. And I'm just like, wait, what? Just check directly into in the Discord. And I just see, oh, boom, crystal gems. Some people just screenshotting stuff in the patch note. Crystal gems, Uber 11, new class. And, it's what? All right, sure. I'm gonna go directly into it, and I didn't even read the patch notes. And just went directly into the live stream. And then it was so funny because, you know, for the most part, a lot of people like to troll around. You know, they have been trolling around with Crystal Gem, Crystal Level 5 for a while now on the Discord. Not trolling, but more so like just saying, putting in random screenshots. So at first I was like, yeah, I don't believe it. But once I started reading the patch note on stream, I just went crazy. I was like, damn, it's really happening. It's really, really happening. All right. The new class, I already gave some of my first impressions on the class. Nothing too much has changed from that video. But to put it at TLDR, is a ridiculously high DPS class, and it's I don't know. Hold on. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to say anything, but DPS on the class is absolutely ridiculous. You can actually just see, I literally on my Solarium with 6,000 light, not the best stats. Not the best stats. I literally just got over 9 death boss in like 5 seconds. It was not even funny. I just saw the health bar just go from like fully dead. Okay. DPS is really, really ridiculous. Like, it's not even funny. But the character, in terms of like how it plays out for like other content, like dungeon grinding, speed farming, if you want to do that later on, like, it's not the best feeling class for those. But for DPS, that's where the character shines. The character really shines on those. Hey, saw you. Is the DPS is absolutely disgusting. There's even a bug going on the class where you can just maintain the damage buff on the ult, essentially just giving you like more than double base damage, or heck, even I do believe it's like 2.5 times your base damage. You can actually just have it permanently for the most part, which is just it's not okay. Definitely not okay. I should be very, very close now to complete the event. Let's see. Yep, I think I'm done. Let me just do this 5 just to be sure. Because it's 200 coins anyways. I'm going to get them. So let's go to and just buy everything. Be done with the event. Ow. So yeah, let me just grab one of you, one of you, one of you, and one of you. There we go. Those are the 200 coins. Right then and there. I'm going to get 100 mastery points, level up my mastery. And done. Yay. Woo. Let me just double check to see if there's nothing else that I need to do. Otherwise, I will have to go into the PC. So yes, I didn't buy any of these. I didn't buy any of these because I used Luxy style stashes on them. I do have all of these. I have this costume and I have all of these items. You can actually, by the way, for those who don't know, you can actually just scroll to the left if you're playing Xbox or PlayStation to get all of the old items. I do have them all already, but just in case if you haven't gotten them, right here. I do believe it's like a total of 280 coins to get everything, if I do recall correctly. Let's see. So it's like, this one is like 240, because it's 230, correct? Like 50, 100, 200, 230, 232, 46, 8, 40, 42. So 242, if you get rid of one, because you have to buy one anyway, so you need a total of 240 coins right here. Plus here is like 55, 70, 80, 95, 96, 8, 100, 102, 104. So 104 plus 240, that's 344 coins. That's how much coin that you do need in order to get everything if you don't have any of these. Just to give a little bit of a heads up, all of the weapon styles that you do see right here, this ally and dismount, all of these styles that you do see right here and dismount, if I do recall correctly, all of them are tradable. The rest are untradeable. These two, this ally, dismount, and the custom, obviously. Right, all of those are untradeable. So we're done. We're done with the Xbox grind. Well, I got a flare. Nice. And I got a golden caches. Should be just saved right there. Let's drop all of these BS. Just get rid of everything related to the inventory and we shall be heading into PC very, very shortly. So stay tuned for a little bit before I swap everything. I could just, what time is it? It's 5 in the morning. I could grind 2 hours of Radiant Shard to get more flux, but honestly, at this point I don't care too much. I already got like a couple of mil. I do believe I got like 3 mil off of this event, just grinding randomly because of last night's big grind that I did. So anyways, let me just head back into my club and let's just head into PC. So let me just put myself right here so I can actually just switch everything real quick on PC. Actually, hold on. By the way, these are the trees. For those who are wondering, these are the trees. You generally just get these saplings and just plop them down like crazy. I don't care too much about this space, so. And just drop them right there. Yeah, they drop now. Just finish the event right now on Xbox and I'll be heading into PC. So let me just where are you at? Getting rid of you. Putting you. E. this is for the PC, so there we go. Alright. Let me just set everything on PC. Let me turn off the Xbox. Turn off. Let me grab the controller. Hold on. Jesus. Let me just grab Trove on Xbox. Trove. Where the hell is my glyph? Gotta love it. Now the glyph is not opening. Oh, it's getting an update. The actual launcher is getting an update. Very interesting. Are you done? Wait, the PTS get an update? Hold on. Wait. Hold on. When did it get an update? Got an update yesterday. Shall we read this? You know what? Who cares? Before going into the PC, let's read the new patch note. Yeah. Real quick. So let me just get rid of the game cacher, the display cacher, so you can actually see there's a new update that dropped. Not that big of an update. Well, it's kind of actually a big of an update. So let's read it out because I actually didn't expect. I just saw my PTS. It was 2 hours ago. So, anyways, 5-star dungeon. Oh yeah. So they added the 5-star dungeons in the new biome. Finally, Jesus. And they spawn only in over 10. Of course. They are wave events started and progressive by interacting with the master console. Players will have between 30 and 60 seconds to rest up between each wave. Oh my god, this is going to be like the Colosseum BS. Oh no. Waves will either consist of 5 challenges in rooms scattered around throughout the dungeon or a singular boss found in the main hall. So essentially it's the same as 5 stars. So yeah. Each time a single boss spawns, all creatures spawn within the 5-star dungeon will permanently increase their darkness. Sheesh. After boss waves, an unstable Sunder Arcash will spawn, which requires a key. Oh no. To open Crystal in the Sunder Uplands workbench. Aside from random draw, there's a chance of a Crystal level 4 gear, which is not active yet. This cache will always give at least one Sunder charge crystal. 1? Only 1? Gee. While a variety of bosses will follow for this boss wave, player will only ever encounter a single boss during the boss wave for a given 5-star dungeons. Players can receive up to 30 a week, so you can only get 30 of the Sunder charge crystal a week. EXP rewards will drop by half after 15 waves. And Jesus, 20? What? I will check that one out later, by the way. Most 5-star dungeons are indestructible with key walkways. Oh god. So essentially indestructible. Facilitate testing of 5-star dungeon and their bosses. They are made by following temporary changes. They made only 5-star dungeons spawn in over 10 Sunder uplands, no 3-star will spawn. So there's not going to be any 3-star dungeon apparently. It's only going to be 5-star in over 10. That's interesting. Remove common bosses from the spawn table, leaving only the uncommon bosses. Increase the spawn rate. Okay, so more of that biome. Nice, interesting. Empowered enemies. New weapon has been added that can drop from enemies roaming around the Thunder Uplands. The Devour and Power. Devour and Power. That's actually very interesting. The Ashen Blast. Can you stop webcam with that BS and just glitching out? So empowered bosses, the power creatures simply attack while buff is active. They are about 75% health. They will increase in size, fully healed to signal they are empowered. Once an enemy is empowered, they will remain that way for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Damn. Power enemies will take less damage, deal more damage, and gain access to new attacks. The blast flower still explodes as normal when empowered. Instead, it will now sometimes spawns. Oh, an Ashen Treasure in addition to the other potential spawns of probably more enemies. Interesting. Power enemies in any Uber can reward an empowered trophy along with 2 tradable allies. Oh boy. People are going to be grinding those, and yeah, those. 2 tradable allies. Empowered enemies can additionally reward Forage and Irradiant. God damn, I can't read. Irradiant. Oh, okay, so empowered enemies are going to be the way that you obtain. I do believe these are the 2 ancestral dragons. So the 2 dragons are ancestral dragons, probably are going to be coming from these enemies. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Ashen Nibbler can now spawn. Can also be crafted. The Devour and Power and the damn. It's very interesting. This is all very, very interesting. Additional updates. Under upland creatures have had their initiate damage reduction reduced. Yeah, because it was kind of ridiculous. The enemies inside the new biome, they used to resist like a mother fifer. Told you. Hey. How many times have I told you? How many times have I said this should be a thing? Anyone who has been following for a while. Completing a Diamond Leviathan Slains now awards an In Shadow Tendril Torch. This is the permanent torch, by the way, for those who don't know. How many times have I told this should be a thing? For how long have I been telling this should be a thing? This should be a thing. For the love of God. Now I can... Damn. Hey, just disappeared essentially. Regeminators have been removed from the store and now can be deconstructed for 1 gem booster box, so... Interesting. The Puff Dragon can now be acquired through Puff Dragon eggs, which is found... Oh, a new Kandorian dragon. Very interesting. I never thought that they were going to make a Kandorian dragon again. But yeah, just by defeating dungeons in 1 and 3 stars inside Kandorian will get you new dragon fragments for one of the new dragons. This one is defeating the Empowered Treasure. This is from defeating the Empowered Irradiant Sky Animal. And the Stain Dragon is going to be by defeating powerful bosses in 5 stars in the new biome. And adjustment has been made to some Solarian animation. This is actually very interesting because if you didn't know, Solarian's flight was exactly the same as Vanguardian and the pose as well. So I think that's essentially what they meant. Some of the animations were essentially the same as Vanguardian. But this is very, very nice. I do believe this is the Uber 10 permanent torch. I will check. So I will check that one before actually going into the PC, because that is interesting for me. Let me just get rid of you. Let me do that real quick before going into PC and completing the event. Oh, you want me to type in my password? Oh no, they're going to hack me. Come on, Trove. I swear to God, Trove has been just so bad. Anyways, let's see. I do feel that is the Uber 10 perma torch. The tendril torch is Uber 10. So let me just... Let's see, badges, gameplay. Lefts is Diamond Bash. You can actually just see. Actually very weird that they made it for the 250. I mean, sure. Yeah, it's the Uber 10. Uber 10 is tendril. You can see it right there. Tendril torch is Uber 10. So defeating 250 Leviathans. For how long have I been saying this? It should be, once you do achieve, once you do get the bash, your goal, you should be able to get those. This is the, you can see right here, and Shadow Tendril Torch is the Uber 10. This one is the C new torch. I messed that one up, but yes, the Tendril Torch is Uber 10. So defeating 250 Leviathans will give you a permatorch guaranteed. You see it right there. That's actually really good. For how long have I been saying this? You know what? I just gotta clap it up. You know, that is something that I've been asking, or I have been saying for literal years. I am not even kidding. I have been saying this for literal years. They should give... honestly, I was just saying for the 500, not for the 250, but... I mean... But yeah, you are going to get a permatorch upon reaching 250. And yes, I'm pretty sure this is going to work retroactively, so if you completed this batch, you are going to get all of the rewards, including them. This one. I'm pretty sure you will. Otherwise, people are going to be pissed if you weren't. But I'm pretty sure you will get it. Guaranteed. That's big pog. That's a big plus plus. That's definitely a big plus plus. Can you stop? Stupid goddamn webcam just glitching out. Now all of a sudden it's like, you know what? You know what would be a great idea? To glitch out. By the way, look at this hostile. That's so cursed. Anyways. But yeah, that's the thing that I just wanted to check out. Let me just go into live PC and just complete the event. Let's go. I haven't even started the event, so I will be doing the whole event and then just grind. Yeah. But that's big plus. That's big plus plus. I will notify that on Discord. Or if you can just notify yourself. Plus plus. Big plus plus. Plus plus. Plus plus. Let's go. That's crazy. That's just crazy. I'm just happy. That's the thing that I have been just saying, and it feels good to add in stuff like that, you know? Spend some Valor coins. It's only 2. Whatever. I'll grab any. Let's go into... You wait. I will be doing the same thing. I'm just going to ignore. I'm going to ignore everything else. Jesus Christ. It's so glitchy. It feels like whenever I just do this. It's like if I just do something that obstructs my face or in any way. It just glitches out like that. Probably I need to just consider refreshing. Oh, I don't have a lot of bombs I need to buy. I need to buy bombs. I need to buy bombs for sure. Yeah, I don't have a lot of the mods installed. I actually had to disable a lot of the mods thanks to the update. I'm so happy. I'm actually very, very happy for those, because it, like, legit, it made no sense. It legitimately made no sense. Why is something as important as a permanent torch, something that people needed for their progression, is tied to very strict RNG? It made no sense. It legitimately made no sense. And especially something as important as a permanent torch, which is far and beyond the best torch and again the best banner, and literally everyone needs it because it's comparable that to any of the stellar banners. Like, what, 500 difference in light? That's a lot. And for the most part, like for most people that, you know, that don't have a permanent torch, that are using like radiant torches like Nitro Chaser or something, that's 600 extra light. And especially for Uber 11, that is a must. Those are a must. Those are a must thing. Now I'm like, now I'm tempted to just grind that crazy amounts of Leviathans. Because what I can do very, very easily, here's the thing that I can do, even though it's not going to be the best idea, but I can easily just go, since on the test server you can buy however many Death Stepper portals that you want, because they cost credits and you can buy them. I could easily just buy a lot of Ifera and just go into low ports, low as I can, and just speed through them. I probably might not end up doing it because I don't wanna. With the weekly torch, I got plenty of light. I got the same light with the weekly torch, so. I'm so happy. I'm actually very happy for those who don't have a permatorch. Trust me, those. Alright. Those are a big pain to get. normally. Jumps. I miss all of my shots. Gee. I definitely feel so much slower than on my Xbox account for sure. I feel really slow. And I miss all of my shots. Oh Jesus, the lag. Oh Jesus, the lag. Come on. Load. Oh Jesus, oh no. PC lag. Coming in clutch. Scoop. Oh, there's a boss. The other boss is literally right down there, so... Those are the two bosses. Move. Let me just... plop this down. But yeah, it's so great. I'm just like... I don't know how... what... It's like... Here's the thing. This update is like a dream update for me. More like... Well, no. This update is more like I told you so update for me, personally. Literally... Most of the things that I have been asking, I have been saying that this game needs to just generate a lot of hype is currently happening right now. First it was with Shadowy Spotlight, but now with this update, it's like, oh yeah. For me, it's like, I told you so. I told you that this update was going to generally just increase the generate a lot of hype. People want progression. People want to do new stuff in the game. People want over 11. And now with this change for what is it, for like the permatorches with that, which is stuff that I have been saying for years. The bash should give a permatorch. I was originally saying the 500 batch should be giving the torch, but sure, I don't. But 250, I mean, that's honestly better, if I'm being honest. But they should just give it away for free because it really is needed for progression. Yeah, I know I can go to Shadow Tower to kill 3-star, but I don't want to. I find it so boring to do that. It's so boring. Like, again, for me, it's no rush for this event. On my PC account, I don't need to rush it. I'm already done on Xbox, so I'm just like, let's have some fun here. And that's why I'm here. But I'm well aware, yes, that you can just do Shadow Towers for 3 stars. Yeah, no, curse code spawns there. You should die here. I missed all of my shots. Can you die? Thank you. Do I even have wings? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. I'm actually very curious. Do class gems still, like, do they really drop radiance? Like, I have not even gotten into U8 Shores of the Everdead. Thank God, like, U9 is super easy anyway, so it doesn't matter. Even though it says in the patch notes, but there's some things in the patch notes that it shouldn't be believed even at 100%. If they drop like Radiant Collection, that's just such a step back, but oh well. What can you do? To honestly remove 2 stars in general. They should just remove 2-star and power gem. I did report that as well, by the way. The 2 stars and power gem, they should just get rid of. They should just literally just get rid of 2-star and power gems. I still stick by it. They really should. They are not needed in this game. Legitimately, they are not needed. Like what? Like it made no sense that there's you know, like 3 stars, not 3 stars, like all 3 stats on lesser gems across all, like lesser gems, you can grind them and you can get literally 3 stars only, like 3 stats, versus empower gems where you cannot grind, you can get 2 stat and 2 stat empower gem. Like it makes no sense. Like what's the point? Why the easiest one out of the 2 is the one that can only spawn in 3 stats, versus the empower gem can spawn in 2 stats, and this includes class gem, including crystal class gem. Like crystal class gem, you can easily just get 2 stats, and that is just so discouraging. It's not even funny. Like I still remember I was looking for a crystal gem for my knight on the PTS, because I wanted to see how the knight somewhat performs. And Jesus, man, it took me like 11, 12 attempts, something like that, just to get a 3-star crystal. Luckily, it was the color that I wanted. But aside from that, like, I got two stars before getting that one. And that was like so discouraging. It was legitimately super discouraging. A full inventory. Gee. Just look at it real quick. Yeah, let me just get rid of you. What did I left all the way over here? I'm greedy, I don't care. Where are you at? Okay, I'm no longer greedy. The hell with you. I don't care where you at now. Probably it was like a crystal one in a shadow. Imagine if it was like a stellar, but whatever. I've actually gotten a stellar with this account which is weird. I can believe once or twice I've already gotten stellar drops. Just randomly doing yes, just doing dungeons and all this. So no, yeah, there you go, stellar drop. Like, oh, nice. At first I didn't thought it was such a big deal because obviously I'm so accustomed to actually just seeing stellars. I'm like, yeah, sure. Alright, so let's go over. Let's see if this update has more of the I told you so thing. What should your light be at 30k 520? So you should be, so you're slightly higher than my PC account. I do have a base C4, base C3 on both of them. Probably rocking over 6.5 to 6.6k light. Maybe 7,000 if you can. Squeeze it in. Oh, yeah, it should be going up. Obviously, higher than that is much better, but I would probably say around that area, 5-6k. No, 5-6k, like 6-7k, sorry. Yeah, just obviously if you can just get yourself higher than that, that's better because you will need, especially if you're playing on PC right now. Yeah, you will definitely need a tad bit more. I would probably recommend if you can actually get yourself over 7,500 light. I would recommend that for Uber 11, so you can actually prepare for Uber 11 and can properly grind. You're not going to grind fast, but you can grind. That's the main thing that you should be looking for. Which is a thing that I've noticed, like Uber 11 seems to be... Like, Uber 11 seems to be like very, very interesting, like... You can log in into your account on Trove, so make sure to send a ticket to the Trove support if that keeps happening. It's way too far down. It's two floors below me. Gee. I need to buy more bombs. And I already killed it. Woohoo! It should be good in the middle floor. Like the middle floor can actually... So... This is so broken. This stupid boss radar is so broken. It's not even funny. You can just literally wall hack. It's so ridiculous. Oh yeah, no, it's not that it's not working properly, it's just that it is difficult. It is difficult. It's working properly. Probably it's going to work like that as intended, but it's just difficult. Maybe they might tone it down, maybe a little bit, but I don't think they are going to tone it down a lot. But yes, it is very, very difficult. Even maxed out players can... It's not like they can't farm efficiently, because I'm pretty sure even like maxed out player can still farm efficiently. But it's just that, yes, it is difficult. You need 7,000 light to start doing damage, which is a lot. But yeah, even, you know, even with my Shadow Hunter, I can do it pretty well. I can grind somewhat consistently. So yeah, I can grind somewhat consistently, and my Shadow Hunter doesn't like has like what 7.2k light or something like that. I do have better Valor, but can still just grind it somewhat efficiently. Like close if not, yeah, like 150, close to 200 an hour. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it is kind of funny. They did a class rebalancing and they just made everything just too difficult, much more difficult now. A lot of characters are going to feel very same. Actually, no, believe it or not, like still to this point, obviously, there are certain changes that actually change the whole playstyle of the character. Like for example, Neon Ninjas is one very, very important one. Like the basic attack, the Neon Ninja was pretty useless. Now you can actually just focus on a basic attack martial build on Neon Ninja, which is rather interesting. But yeah, I get what you mean. Like it essentially just makes close to no sense to just get this class rebalance, and then all these unknown classes are going to feel weak again. The bruh. I honestly, I am not going to say whether or not if it is on a good state or a bad state over 11, Because personally, I have not checked out like how would a maxed out player look like. If a maxed out player still grinds pretty fast, pretty efficiently, I would just say it's pretty fine, because it means that it gives you an incentive to actually get to that point. Versus in Uber 10, where you get to like 30k or hardly even 30k and you already destroy everything in Uber 10, which like makes no sense. 30k is much easier than you think. You know. The only thing is like Uber 10, Uber 11 feels not as rewarding. Like, it doesn't feel rewarding. That's also another issue that I can find. Since it's not as efficient as Uber 10, it's not going to be as rewarding for other resources like Flux, for example. It's not going to feel as rewarding. Because obviously you generally don't get anything big. The only difference, aside from the crystal gems in Uber 11, is the potential of getting crystal level 4 in 5 stars. Which for a lot of players might be like, oh yeah, who cares? I already got a full C4 set. Obviously, for those who don't have it or are planning to get C4 in every class, you know, that's a good addition, but it's still a kind of weird, I guess. I mean, the crystal level 4 is much easier to grind the delves anyway, so I don't know, like, even if that is considered like a plus. You know what I mean? Yeah, for the most part, yes. That's what I mean. Like, that's why it doesn't feel as rewarding over 11. Like, over 11 is going to be there mostly to get a ridiculous amount of gem dust, because the amount of gem dust that you do get is it's not even a joke. It's disgusting. It's way too much. Like, you get a lot of gem dust. It's ridiculous. But aside from the amount of gem dust that you actually do get, you still get Crystal 1. Crystal 1, 2, and 3 on the top side only, by the way. Enemies don't have a higher chance to drop anything different. They grant the same amount of EXP as in Uber 10. It's like, what's the point? Like, the only 2 points that I can see is Crystal level 4 and a lot of gem dust. That's it. And by the way, to go over the what do you get for crystal gems? For crystal gems, you get gem sparks. Gem sparks are going to be the resource used to level up a gem from level 25 onwards, so 25 to 30 on a crystal gems. And it is also used for a lot of the new craftable items. They don't grant gem dust for some reason. My opinion, those gem sparks should be collected into gem dust. But as of right now, they don't. They should, but they don't. Hopefully that gets changed. But yeah. You get gem sparks. And those gem sparks can drop. Like, the amount of gem spark that you can get, it depends on the level of the actual crystal gem. And it works in the same realm as 5 level intervals. So you start up at 1, and at 6 you get more gem spark. At 11 you get more gem sparks, and at 16 and 21 you get more gem sparks. Like at 16 and then at 21. So Yeah, they cost way too much. Like, the thing is with crystal gems is like they cost a lot once you do get like around level 23 to 24. I'll probably say after level 25, because pretty much leveling up that gem to level 25 is like leveling up a stellar gem. It's pretty much exactly the same thing. But after level 25, my god, is it brutal. Like, seriously, so is bad. Is bad. Maybe the first like level for level 25, 26. I mean, that one is not so bad. 26, 27, that's when it starts to become, hey, this is kind of getting up there. And then 27 to 28, that's when all hell broke loose, essentially. You know what? Screw you, dungeon. Hate it when they spawn in the middle of a goddamn mountain. Let me just buy some bombs. Can you not sell like a full stack? That would be great. Give me one K. Like, you can easily upgrade a gem without 9 life at 25 or 26. It takes a little while, but the gem sparks, you get them so much. Especially if you level them up to level 21 first, and then you collect the crystal gems, which they can give you 16. But even still, is still pretty brutal. It still gets just ridiculous. It really, really requires you to get 9th life, which it shouldn't be a thing, because 9th life is not something that you see a lot of people just get or have, which is unfortunate, but well. Let's see. I'm trying to get all of your crystal level 4 in all classes because you're bored. I need to get myself a crystal level 4 Hastel for Solarian when it comes out. That's the only thing that I'm missing. Uber Element is probably not going to come out on console for a while, though. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, it's probably not going to come out on console. I would probably say it will come out on... If it is the same thing that like they did back with the tune-up update, I'm pretty sure it's going to come out within 1 month of PC. And it will come out with every single update that all of the console is missing. If we're going in the same route as last year, I'm assuming it might come out on September. That's just me throwing it out there. But yeah, can you turn gem sparks into dust? You cannot. As of right now, you cannot. And no, console does not have shadowy spotlight. Just as a heads up. Like everyone is like, there's still plenty of people playing console, of course. That's a given, but the thing is, it's like most of the people are just waiting. They're playing other games, but they are keeping their eye on updates. When it comes out, trust me, people are just going to come left and right from everywhere. But as of right now, like, most of the people, what they are doing is like the same thing that I'm doing. I just log in, do my dailies. Maybe if I'm feeling a little bit of grind, I will grind, and then just get out. Very early on. there's a lot of people who still play on, like crazy in console. Despite all of that, obviously, because first they have stuff to do in the game, and secondly is like console prices on a lot of the resources. Let me just grab this stupid word. I actually missed my bomb, but I still got a nitro. Gee. Didn't even kill it. But yeah, the prices on a lot of resources on console are dumb high. Hey, let's see something. Let's check something. Nitro prices. Nitro prices here on PC, they're 170 each. Alright? On Xbox, they're close to 300. If not, they're over 300. So, there are people who go crazy in grinding resources like that. They just sell them. Make huge amounts of bank. If any of you like did watch like my flux grinding stream that I did 2 weeks ago, Radiant Shards. You know, I grinded Radiant Shards for around 2 hours. I sold all of those Radiant Shards that I got on that stream and got myself 5 mil. So essentially, I got 5 mil in 2 hours selling Radiant Shard. That's how ridiculous the prices can be. So, yeah, that goes to show how ridiculous it can be. Let me just get all this, change tome. I got Dragon Coin. Yep. Ninth Life. Gem Booster, Qubits, all of the Gem Booster if you can, just use to get them. Especially Ninth Life. If they don't change it, Ninth Life are going to be damn near a must. Like currently I have like 120 Ninth Life saved up. I'm planning to just try it, see if I can get more, but yeah. Luckily for me, I got plenty of stuff. Like I got enough to max out at least 3 or 4 of my characters. At least my fully augmented characters, I can actually just max them out. Especially my knight. That's the important one, of course. As long as my knight is maxed out, I don't care. I don't care about anything else. So I got, at least I got everything for my knight maxed out. But yeah, it needs to be somewhat toned down in the Nightlight department because it's kind of brutal, it's kind of crazy. Considering they just, again, grinding crystal gems is much better to grind actual crystal gem than upgrading your stellars into crystals. That's another thing. I don't know why I'm doing like the 1-star. You know, there's so many things that it's just so wild. Like the Crystal gem converter can be just expensive. Leveling up the gems is kind of expensive. Pretty ridiculous. 9th life needed is just ridiculous. Like the only way that is just viable to, well, the best way is obviously against if your gem is close to 100%. If your gem is close to 100%, then of course you might want to obviously upgrade your crystals, your stellars into crystal, because you keep the percentages. But aside from that, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, if you want to, as a tip, again, I will just say this to everyone out there: if they keep this system the way that it is, hopefully not, but if they keep it the way that it is, if you have a limited amount of resources to upgrade your stellars into crystals, start always with your empower gems first, because empower gems are ridiculously difficult to get. Crystals. Upgrade your empower gems always. Always focus on empower gems. Upgrade those first. Even if they're not fully augmented, comparable to your lesser gems being fully augmented, go with empower gems first, because they are no joke. Because the only way that you can obtain them is with the same thing as stellar empower gem, the power gem fragments. But aside from that, it requires like a lot of gem sparks. It requires, it's disgustingly brutal. That you need gem sparks. I need to look like, do I have origin port potion? Yes, I do. Yay. I don't have to look for an outpost. That is the nitro bot farming. Oh god. Found some more bots. Woohoo. Okay, 4 minutes. I'll complete this 3-star and just do the collection challenge. Because I forgot I need to do those things on this account. I need dragon coins. Woohoo! Yeah, who would have thunk I needed dragon coins? But yes, like I was saying, focus first on empowered gems, then go into lesser gems. And the lesser gems only if they're obviously level 25, because those are the only one that you can convert into crystals. You need them at level 25. If not level 25, then just get a crystal and just upgrade that crystal. Only get the lesser gems if your gems is perfect with really high percentages only. If not, then don't worry. Like, getting a crystal is just better. Especially if you're running low on resources. If you have really like a lot of qubits, then it doesn't really matter. Am I literally the only one here? I think I'm the only one. I think I'm the only one in this collection. Sheesh. I'm no way in hell I'm going to reach that. What the hell am I doing? Hold on. I'm throwing. I'm throwing. Oh, they make it. I mean, I think I got the full reward, but... And we get 125 still, just to make sure. Alright. A huge patch, a huge bug for PC players. Sheesh! I don't know if there's any big bugs around because I was grinding, I was finishing on my grind on Xbox, and now I'm here on PC doing the whole event again. But definitely like another big plus for the patch notes in regards to the Leviathan, the permanent torch granted from now. It is pretty much guaranteed from getting the 250 badge. It's just absolutely brilliant. Again, another thing that of hashtag I told you so of things that I thought it was going to be great for the game, and I've been saying that for years. But yes, big plus, big plus plus. Now we need 3-star empower gems all the time, not 2-star. Screw 2-star empower gem, that could just die in a fire. And same with radiant empower gems, but who cares? Again, I don't know why I'm doing the 1-star. Big plus plus. But I really am wondering if there's anyone on PC, well, not on PC, on the test server that is maxed out on in terms of their light. Because I'm curious what is going to be the maximum coefficient in against those enemies in Uber 11. So right now, for the most part, I stream here on YouTube, but if there's any occasional stream, like if I just have nothing to do but I still want to stream, I might stream on Twitch. Or for example, if I want to do a Spanish stream, yeah. At least a close approximation. I don't want the highest potential, like the top 100% top one build. I want like an approximation of how much coefficient people are dealing inside Uber 11. Essentially max light builds. That's more appropriate. Because depending on that and HP on mobs, I can actually see certain classes being really good. Because one of the classes that comes to mind right now that it can be just extremely good depending on coefficient is the Knight. So I'm probably the one coefficient that I would like to see is like average coefficient. So classes, so everything but Lunar Lancer, Candy Barbarian, maybe Pirate Captain, because Pirate Captain crit damage bonus, What is it? Lunar Lancer, Candidator Band, Boomeranger, Solarian, and also what is the next class? And Pirate Captain because crit damage bonus. Pretty much everything else will work just fine. So yeah, thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. Very near and closer to that 4K. Because here's the thing. 16-18 mil. 16 and 18 mil. That's actually very, very interesting. That's a really huge boost, though. Damn. Max coefficient is such a huge boost. Alright, interesting. Those are all the things. There's so many things that I would like to test out. Probably one of the things that I would do if I do have the free time. I will do the same thing that I did in Uber 10. You know, I'm that much of a crazy person that one of the things that I did in Uber 10, I went out of my way to go with a max light build and just check what is going to be my percentages on how much damage am I dealing from my actual coefficient. And then also the other thing that I did is I checked every single mob HP inside Uber 10. I did that like a couple of years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, not at this point. So I checked every single mob HP because obviously there's no information to actually check that, just to see an approximation. So I know, so I had the information of, oh yeah, now I know this character with this stats can potentially one-shot, or this character with this stat needs 2 or 3 hits to actually kill, and so on and so forth. That's essentially one of the things that I'm planning to probably do once it does come out. I will try to get my knight to max light as fast as possible. Check HP on mobs, which from the looks of it, they seems, from what the limited amount of testing that I did on the PTS, they seem to have around 80% more HP than Uber 10 mobs across the board. So 3-star 3-star, 1-star regular enemies, all of that. So those are, because trust me, like, no, at least for me, I don't know anyone else, but at least for me, those numbers are extremely important. Knowing those numbers are extremely important for me. Because I can easily just do character comparison just if I know all of those. If I know mob HP, damage coefficient, inside like the content, or damage coefficient and then percentages. So just doing all of that is very important, because it means that just having those information, it means that you can easily just do basic multiplication on every single character, and you can easily just tell, oh yeah, this character is going to do this, this, and that. Like, for example, if a character is doing 4 million damage with a 4 times damage multiplier ability, obviously the coefficient is 1 mil. And obviously it means that all the other characters that you can actually just do basic multiplication on all of the other characters just to see how much damage they're doing. Basic attack on the Neon Ninja post patch, 285. So multiply the 1 million coefficient times 285. And yada yada yada. And you essentially just keep doing that with all the characters. And you can easily just see how much do they need in order to kill. that's pretty much that's a little fun fact, by the way, in regards to my how, like, quote unquote, how good is this character in over 10. I use all of those same, all of those same principles inside that series, in that series in particular. So all of the things that I just mentioned is stuff that they talk about in that video, in those videos, in the how to U10 no, how good is this class in U10. Yeah, when it comes to characters, I'm a freak. I'm literally a freak when it comes to classes in this game. Like that's what happened when you are in maxed out on this game for a while. You tend to look for other stuff to do. Like I've been essentially max PR, max master since like 2018. Or I should say, yeah, pretty much 2018, 2019, I've already been in like the true end game, maxed out. Like max coefficient and everything. I was like, oh yeah, sure. I have the time, I can just experiment with all this BS. Don't judge, by the way. Essentially, this is what I do. For the sake of just grabbing info, especially info regarding character, that's my territory. But going back into the topic of knowing coefficients, and very important for the knight in particular, is that the knight is... Here's the thing. The knight is super... If you want to fully, just 100% fully go at the fastest potential speed on the knight, which, let me just tell you, a lot of people might say, oh yes, just use don't use the class gem on the knight, which is untrue. By the way, you use the class gem because it's, for crying out loud, you're using basic attack. You need the class gem to get movement speed buffs, because it's essentially the definition of a drive-by ability. You can literally go next to an enemy, get full movement speed buff, and without any drawbacks, and the consistency is just through the roof. And what makes it, in my eyes, that's essentially what makes the knight so incredibly good. It's that consistency. The character is so super consistent in like everything that it does. And I can just go in full detail in regards to why is that the case. But it's the main reasons is the basic and obviously the class gems per square. So in the case of this game, I swear to Jesus. Ring effect plus class gem is faster. It is. Here's how I look at it. I believe I did mention this. I don't know if it was on how good my like the knight is in over 10 video, but I did mention it like this. A lot of people still think that the knight without the class gem is faster than with the class gem for this one reason. The knight without the class gem has been consistently faster than with the class gem, but we've been getting updates over time that keep increasing our movement speed. The dash on or the charge ability on the knight it's a set amount of movement speed. You don't get any more movement speed, you don't go any faster, or you don't go any slower. You have a set amount of movement speed. So in the same realm as a mount, let's just say that the dash on the knight is a set amount of movement speed versus the one with the class gem keeps getting increased, and right now is to this point where the class with the class gem is statistically faster than without the class gem because you can reach higher movement speed. Like the highest potential movement speed right now on live on the knight is like 274, 273. Which I have shown on my overcharged video. There's a screenshot of me just showcasing the maximum movement speed on the knight is 273. And the maximum movement speed on Delves is 414, which is ridiculous. Or 414, 441, I don't remember. But the amount of movement speed on the dash is, I do believe it's a set 225, which then again, without buffs, yes, technically is faster, but if you know how to speed farm and you know how to maintain those movements with buffs, the one with the class gem is just better and much more consistent, because with the dash or the charge, you go in a straight direction, just straight forward. If you hit a block, that's it, you're stuck in that block. If you hit an enemy, you're stuck in that enemy. If you do miss, which you can miss against an enemy, you don't get any movements with buff, so you're not necessarily moving faster. And to top it all off, you need energy regeneration. Energy regeneration, it is definitely something that you do need on that character, which is something that you don't need with class gem. Those are the reasons why I think the class gem is better than without, especially at this very moment. Which brings me to the point of, if the class gem or Spirit Squire is one-shotting, it's going to ultimately make the knight so ridiculously good, because that ability is essentially, for the most part, you use the knight for you know, in terms of like dash or Spirit Squire or whatever, like you use for the most part Spirit Squire to kill random enemies to get movement speed buff. That's how it works essentially. On Uber 10, you can also use it to kill world bosses and such, but for the most part, the main selling point of Spirit Squire is being able to essentially just go next to the enemy, press the button, and kill it one shot. If that can happen with the knights in terms of like Uber 11, the knight has potential of being top 3 in my eyes. Top 3, probably top 2 in dungeon grinding. Because from the limited amount of testing that I did on Uber 11, the knight's basic attack is so high up there in terms of damage that it really kills everything still really fast. And if you include that, which with being capable of maintaining all the movement speed buff, the character is just going to fly by through every single dungeon, just killing random enemies with basic. I mean with Spirit Squire, so you can get movement speed buff and then just kill dungeons with basic. Or in other words, pretty much the same thing that you have been doing in Uber 10. And Knight is incredibly underrated in that aspect. So that's why I'm very, very curious on what is going to be the potential max damage for the Knight on Spirit Squire, which could be really, really potentially really good. I really don't get a lot of toxicity. Like, there's some people here and there, but I quickly shut them down with just information. Like, here's how I look at it. Look at things. People usually just that come at me in regards to just trying to drop information. I just drop this. I just keep dropping information, comparison, and just keep doing all of that. All of the things that I just mentioned, I just keep doing that. Keep doing that over and over and over again. And usually, for the most part, I convince them to think otherwise. Especially when it comes to something that I know it is true. If there's something that I don't know that I don't think is true, then I'm just like, sure, I'm not going to agree or deny. That's when I usually just say, if I'm not sure, I am not going to agree or deny. It is what it is. If it is true, then cool. If it is not, then cool. Sure. But when it comes to something that I know, I always just back it up. And usually that's what happened. That's essentially what I did with the Shadowhunter. People kept just complaining. And I just kept going like this. Look, like when they nerfed the Shadowhunter to 2 times basic, which is what it is right now, people are just saying, oh no, it doesn't do enough damage. You get the same yada 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 shenanigans that you can expect for all of that. I'm just saying, look, here's all of the things that the Shadowhunter basic attack has going for. It attacks at 12 attacks per second. It has maximum attack speed all the time, so you don't need attack speed gear. It can go through walls. It's the longest range basic attack in the entire game. It's very easy to use. And not to mention, in terms of damage output, if you compare it to a lot of the other characters, it's not that much lower than most of the other characters. It's already almost on par with all of them. And I just keep going like that. And they usually just look at it like, oh, then it is not as bad as it actually is, which is true. It's not bad. It's just people usually are just somewhat misinformed in those aspects, which I try my best to inform them, then, you know, to reassure them it's not that bad. If it is bad, I will tell you. Now, trust me, I will be the first one to tell you this is bad, this is horrible. Like the Solarian's first ability is kind of blech. Like Solarian's first ability, the fact that you had to charge it, that's kind of eh. Like, I don't like this. I can see the potential, but still, eh. How do you get coins? You get coins from opening 3-star dungeon chest or 3-star objective. So Shadow Towers, opening chests in Shadow Towers, 3-star bosses in 5-star, and 3-star bosses in general. So that's how you're going to get the coins. Yeah, that's the usual thing. That's what happens. Hey, no problem. Good luck. They increase the drop chance, so they always drop now from all objectives. So all 3 stars. They used to be quite rare. Now they drop 100% of the time. So if anyone that has not played the event, now you can grind. They drop 100% of the time now, which is great. Big plus plus. Yeah, it's legitimately that. It's literally the Solarians is the Radiant Arrow from Shadowhunter. It's literally that. It literally feels like Radiant Arrow. It's like, bro. but yeah, it's kind of bad. Why some people just tend to insult anyone. Like, at the end of the day, we're just playing one game. There's no need to bring anyone personal. Like, I don't think like anyone should just bring anything personal when it comes to just discussing something related to a game. It's not like you're insulting their mother or something. Like, you're literally just stating stuff that, you know, they are not good or are good in terms of the game. That's just how it is, you know. I don't care who you are. You can't. Don't insult anyone in particular. Like, I've gotten people insult me, of course, me personally. Not a whole lot of them, but I usually don't say anything. Or if I say something, I just make them shut up immediately, or I just block them. I just block them. Especially like a lot of people just going over me directly in terms of how the way that I speak. Obviously, I speak Spanish as my main language. I don't speak English. English is my secondary language, but I personally talk in English for the most part because the majority of players talk in English, and I use this to practice my English. But But yeah, I've had people just come at me and insult me for the way that I speak. And just like, well, I am not dealing with you. You are a POS, I don't care. I don't care about you. If you come at me aggressively, I'm coming at you aggressively. And then, like, getting you out of the channel. It has not happened quite often, honestly speaking. Because at the end of the day, I never insult them. I never say anything to them in particular. I just, whenever they are arguing, I never ever try to bring them up unless they, you know, they bring me up personally. Like if they are bringing, like for example, if they are bringing something related to the character, I'll just stick to the character in general. I don't like insulting people in particular. I feel it's just wrong. But because people, here's the thing, and this is a thing not for me in particular, this is more of a thing in terms of like something that you can expect whenever you're doing content creation or whenever you are more well known. One thing that I will say, and this is a tip that I've learned over the years, by the way, thank you for dropping by. Sorry, I'm just going on a little rant right here. This is a tip that I can give to anyone out there, especially who's doing content creation or anything really. Don't expect to please everyone. Don't. That's never going to happen. Please as many people as you can. Don't please everyone. If there's 1 out of 20 people that is complaining, so be it. Let that guy be. You know, there's more people. Like, always go for the majority of the people. Obviously, try to just be more neutral rather than just being biased. Of course, unless you're a fan or something, then you can just be biased. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. But a lot of people want when someone is just honest with themselves and with everyone else. If you're just being someone that is just completely fake, people are just going to see right through that, and it's going to immediately just bite you in the ass. Just go directly, be honest 100% with yourself, and just lay the rules. And just make sure to try to please as many people as you can. Don't please everyone, because otherwise you're going to get so stressed out in regarding to just trying to please everyone. And it's like, oh yeah, but this guy doesn't like it, but this, like, 10 people really likes it. And, oh, you know. That's just how it is. And also expect people to insult you, because people have no... There are certain individuals that have no basic empathy or whatever. They think that just because we're content creators or something that we cannot fight back because it hurts our channel or something. Like, oh, how professional are you? But yes, of course, we human beings cannot act like human beings just because you say it's not professional. Don't give me any of that BS. That's pretty much how I look at things. Like, just basic empathy. That's how it is. If you don't like me for who I am, then there's the door. There's plenty of other people that you can just enjoy. Plain and simple. If you enjoy me, I will welcome you with open arms, and I will treat you the same way that I treat everyone. I don't like to treat anyone just, you know, I don't like to treat anyone special. And that's something that is going to happen. Yes, there's people that I have as mods, but those people I treat them the same way that I treat everyone else. If they need help, I will try to help them out. But I will not strictly go for them unless it is like a longtime friend. Which all of my longtime friends don't play Trove, so that's a GG at that point. And even still, even with them, I tell them, you know, this is the stuff that they can do in order for them to improve. That's it. Yeah, trust me, there are going to be people that are going to hate you for no reason. People just hate me for the way that I speak. Trust me. I'm just going to say this. Oops. I'm pretty sure there are people who are going to hate me because of this VTuber avatar that I just have. Just saying, oh yeah, this cringe. Like, I mean, I guess I've had people just say that it looks cringe and such. I'm like, deal with it. That's it. Deal with it. I'm not going to throw this out the window just because you don't like it. I mean, you can block this area of the screen and that's it. GG, have fun. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's just the basic. That's just the basic of content creation. I'm pretty sure there's people who just spread the rumors and just saying that they should not watch me for X and Y reason. So be it. As long as they don't say it directly to me, I don't care. Talk all you want. Just make sure that I don't know about it. Because once I knew about it, oh Jesus. And especially if I can do something about it, oh Jesus, I'm coming at you. I'm like a goddamn mercenary. That's what happened with one of the club members. One of the club members on Xbox was not only insulting me, it was insulting literally everyone in the community. Especially like the end game players. And then I just noticed that that player was in the same club. I told the president, I told the big president, this guy is being an asswipe. Here's a screenshot. Do what you want with him. Kick him, don't kick him. I don't feel that it's kick him, just warning him will be the best way to go, and that's it. Ever since that, he stopped saying anything. It's like, so be it. Maybe it's just the some of the attitudes that I. Maybe it's because I think I got this from my mom. I know because one of my brothers is literally like that. How I look at things like this. If you're being an asswipe, or if you're just being a terrible individual, I'm going to treat you the same way, and I'm going to, you know, clap back in the same way. So be it. For the most part, I will not just strictly just insult you, just go, just going like full on ape mode. And no, for the most part, if you're just being an asswipe or something, and I don't want to deal with you, I just block you. I just block, and I'm like, hey, sure, whatever. There you go. Have fun. I don't care. There's plenty other individuals who are just much better human beings than you, and I don't care. Just you're just one individual. There's hundreds of people that think otherwise. Which is probably the reason why there hasn't been a lot of toxicity in here in my channel. It's because I always just... I never come aggressive to anyone. I'm not the aggressive type of person who would just looking for fights or anything. I'm just the type of person who will just try to deal everything just slowly, take everything slowly, have fun with the game, have fun. I will hear you out and I will try to console you if need be. But if you're being hard-headed, then obviously then I'm going harder on you. I always try to console and make the individual just feel better. Like, for example, if someone just, like, the perfect example is the Shadowhunter people. Like the Shadowhunter people, I always kept saying the character is fine. Here's the reasons why. Don't worry about it. Look at this. Here's how it is. I even would go in game and just show the character immediately, and then just be like, see, it's not so bad. Don't worry about it. I will be one of the first person to tell you if it is bad. If it is bad, I will be honest with you. It's going to be bad. But it's not bad. Don't worry about it. Pretty much treating like a dog. Oh, shush. Calm down. I am here. I'm here to share your pain. I guess. That sounds kind of weird. That has been always my approach. At the game. Play the game. Teach people stuff. Just a chill vibe. And if anyone just comes in and just be toxic, you're probably going to get out of the channel, and I don't want to deal with you. Plain and simple. That's why when it comes to like when people bring up like content creators, I usually go like, you know, I give away my opinions on the subject based on the content creator if they need to say something. And I always try to be as civil as possible. And I don't want to stir any drama, like the aforementioned Shadowhunter. That's probably the best example because this is probably the community at its worst. Let's just say that much. The community at its worst was during the Shadow Spotlight PTS. And thank God, like, all of that fiasco just ended, and now no one says... You know, the funny part is, no one says anything because the one individual that actually made the claims of the Shadowhunter being so weak change his mind, and now a lot of people are just like, oh yeah, it's not so bad. Just saying. Thank God. Which I'm glad. I'm glad he changed his mind and he noticed all of those things. Like, and I also don't like the fact when people just bring him up and just immediately just insult him in this channel for no reason. I don't like that. It's like, there's no point in doing so. If he has a bad opinion, sure, whatever. But at the same time, I don't want to stir any bad vibes, which is the same thing I will say. Like, if he has information which I have shown on the Discord. If he has information that I don't have myself, I will link that video in my Discord. As even if people don't like, even if people don't like it on the Discord, I am going to spread it out because his information is valuable. Don't matter from who it is. Well, not bashing, it's just going back into those times. Let's just say the times of the Shadow Spotlight being on PC, you know, in regards to everything that happened. I'm pretty much just talking about that area. It's not necessarily bashing on him. But this is definitely just bringing that up just to prove the point. But now is going to be the same reason, because I saw that he posted in regards to the crystal gems and put it in like they are not good. They are not good. I just saw it, like I just saw that in my timeline, like oops, sheesh. I know that now I know nowadays is you're going to see people just going crazy. I have not seen the video, so I don't know which points are going to be great, which points are going to be bad, or whatever. I'm not going to defend the crystal gems either, by the way. You already know how I feel about certain things in the crystal gem system. A good addition, but a terrible execution when it comes to level up if you don't have boosters. Just plain and simple. The boosters, the fact that the boosters are required essentially, and not any booster like Ninth Life is kind of yeesh. Here's the thing. I'm also not going to try to bash him for anything. I mean, some of the information is kind of rough. It is what it is. But the thing is what is it? I always throw him a bone, just because he does how much. He does like what, 3 to 4 videos a day? Oh, what the hell? He uploads like 3 to 4 videos a day. That I don't need to be the one to tell you how ridiculous that sounds. He posts at least 3 to 4 videos a day, and he's just constantly just on point in just different types of game recording and such. That's a lot of dedication, which I would say like he doesn't have the same amount of time as, let's just say, myself or other players who strictly just focus on one thing. Like me, I just focus on Trove, and the Trove that I just focus, I don't upload every day. So I will always throw him a bone on that one. Like, that's difficult. It is difficult. Difficult to maintain. Difficult to... It's just difficult because there's so many ideas that you have to keep in mind, so many times that you have to record, edit a couple of videos. Yeah, there's some videos that are just essentially just stream VODs. But even still, like, you had to monitor every single video to see if they do well. That's difficult. But yes. It's just what it is. The thing is, I actually do get money from doing this. I don't treat it as a job because I don't get a whole lot of it. But I do get money, by the way, just as a little heads up, I do get ad revenue. But I just take this for the heck of it. I could easily, like I just mentioned multiple times, I could easily just do less editing videos and just go over the more common topics so I can actually get views and get more ad revenue, but I'm not going to do that because it feels so wrong. I mean, if I wanted to do that, I would probably just end up doing that like a second channel and probably do more the more common things like reaction channels or Reg videos and do this and do that or whatever. Can I? I think I destroyed the chest through a wall. Yeah, correct. Yes. Oh, I just read that. The amount of people who have said the Lunala is low DPS geared the Ice Age top DPS. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. I will say that. Let's see. I sometimes think he thinks he's better than he really is. I mean, that could be a thing, but I'm not going to agree or deny. I'm pretty sure 99% say can just get any other jetpack better than he should. Probably. That could be a thing. And he seems to be like the type of person who would be like really sociable. So I'm pretty sure he could get like jobs like really easily. Unlike me, I'm a mess when it comes to just dealing with people, believe it or not. But yeah, I do get what I do get. Well, like pretty much everything that you see that I got is essentially from the revenues from YouTube. Like my desk, my 2 headsets, my computer, essentially, and my microphone. What else? Like my 2 monitors, my webcam. What else? What the hell did I bought? I don't remember. Yeah, like other accessory stuff for like my computer, my desk man, my pop filter. You know, I got all of that from YouTube, which I always appreciate when like you have no idea how big this is, like how much it means to me. Even though I don't get a whole lot of it, but I still do get enough for those type of things. and some of the things that I'm still thinking of just getting for in the future are going to be to improve upon more on the streaming and YouTube side of things. I always use all the money that I get is for improvement for this. Like the next thing that I want to get is I want to get a capture card, or either a capture card or this Xbox Series S, because running with the Xbox One X, I need to restart this world. Running with the Xbox One X is especially daunting for stuff like if I want to play other games. Like I try playing Apex, and in certain areas in Apex it's just rough to play for me. Wait, they already... Oh, we already got reset. Chee! Time to go to the test server and grind some gems. Because... I mean, it's a gem day. Where the hell is the bosses? Am I getting late spawns? Oh. I'm not getting late spawns. This... So if I start here, that someone already completed. Chee! Yeah, I started off like here's the thing, I started off in 2018. Actually, no, my YouTube channel is back in 2010, but we don't talk about that. But essentially I started off the Trove side of things in 2018. The growth on the channel has just been an interesting one. So I started off obviously super slow. Of course, that's how you start off any channel. I started off really slow, just out of nowhere, and then that's when I decided to do the 30 KPR series, because I did the 20k, but my growth was, I was still at around 100, maybe 200 subs. But that's when I did the 30 KPR series. Back in the 30 KPR series, my channel just blew. Like, my channel just blew up like a mother fifer. Like, I went from like 200 to like almost 2,000 in the span of like not even that much. It's like a couple of months, which for Trove in particular is a lot. And then I did the Endgame series, and the Endgame series was just as successful, maybe slightly less than the 30 KPR series, but those two really just boost me up like crazy. And then ever since that, I just been essentially hitting a plateau. Been slowly, very slowly increasing my very extremely slowly increasing the channel. Like right now, ever since I came back from the 3-month break, because obviously that's when the time I actually moved, the channel literally just hit a complete 100% plateau, and it just got stuck essentially. Which is alright. I don't mind. Like, it started, like, It started growing up rather quickly during... Is that a boss? That's a boss, but not a 3. This is a 3. Yeah, global is being global, I guess. When was it? When I started making those videos, like, which one was it that actually just... I got like a huge spike in subs, like out of nowhere? Where during these 2 videos was the pearls, like adding pearls on rings? You know, I made that video as soon as I noticed, and that video just blew up out of nowhere. And then everything related to Shadowy Spotlight. Those 2 things just spiked the channel in views or in popularity. It's like, especially like that pearl ring video. My god, everyone's going stupid on that video. Which is another thing that I've noticed is in another video that very recently is the new class, the Solarium video that I made. That class is also another class that is one. It got really hard. It got a really huge spike. But yeah. Yeah, it's what it is. I mean, it is still time. There's still time for everyone to grow, especially like the game only grows. I mean, the channels only grows if the game grows, and considering that the game is currently in the biggest plateau that he has been in a while, and obviously it's like no one's going to necessarily grow. That's just how it is. That's just a harsh reality. We're just in this we're just in this stagnant of on the game. Like the game is so like right now the game popularity is like literally not growing or not and maybe slowly decreasing in some aspect, but it's just growing and going back down, up and down, up and down. It's not growing and it's not doing anything in general. Let me just go into that collection. Get some dragon coin BB. I don't know how many coins I even have. Actually, let's see. 200. Nice. The same map. Woo. Jesus. Ah, you cannot do that. Ew, great. Over 1 coin because I'm a boss. I can do that. Oh my god. That man did literally like the worst dad joke that I've heard in a while. God damn. Doing any gem runs? Gems don't have legs. Brr. I am so done with global sometimes. How do you acquire coins doing 3-star and 5-star dungeons? Well, you acquire them mostly from opening 3-star objective chests. So 3-star dungeon, 5-star dungeon bosses. Anyways, 3-star dungeon, 5-star dungeon bosses, and shadow towers. Yeah, I don't know why. Like the English one seems to be more simple, but I also noticed like the Spanish one is, holy Jesus, the Spanish one is so hyper mega. What the? It's so weird. It's probably among the weirdest things that I ever seen. No! More karma. 19 catches. Give me. Oh, I gotta mount some shadow pins. I'm going to throw them down. Hey, come here. Have fun with those pins. You know what? I'll throw my mastery pins as well. Yeah, have fun with mastery pins. Hey, thank you. Any drops? Any drops? Any drops? I don't think I got any drops or any shadow styles. No. Never mind, god damn it. Yeah, I've been hearing that quite a lot. I do believe it's just because of Steam. Steam being Steam, I guess. Alright, shall we continue? Let us continue. We're not leaving until we're done with this event. Fully, completely. 100%. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yes, that is very true. There was a glyph launcher update. That is very true. Yeah, I did talk about it like towards the beginning when I log in. It's like, ooh, an update for the launcher. Gee. How's it going? Oh, Jesus, you're very sick today. That sucks. I'm doing fine. I'm doing really good. Oh, hope you feel better. As always. It always sucks to be sick. Take it slow, take it chill. Drink some water. Essentially just wash your face. If you have like a headache or something, some of the things that I do if I'm feeling sick, I usually just go into the bathroom and just wash my face. And just put like a fan on my face or something, like make my head feel much colder. I don't know. It might be something that a weird thing that I just do. Just to refresh your body completely. I'm so slow. I'm sorry. For being so slow. God damn it. Damn it. So how much coins did I need again? Was it like 342? Well, technically 340 because I already got one. So 340 for everything, including old stuff, because I don't have any of the old stuff. Jeez. Thank God. Thank God that increased